Hello there everybody, so Butter92 and welcome back to Higurashi. So I went ahead and made myself a little bit of a decision. My next game that I am going to play, I have no idea when I'll upload it. Might be tomorrow, who knows. I am going to play the Stanley Parable, because apparently a lot of more people actually want, apparently the people that I've talked to actually kind of want to see that. Anyway. Let's continue, shall we? Oh, before I actually begin, I was actually thinking, how would you guys feel if I put like an intro to my videos? Now, the intro would be different. Like, have several intros, like each one dictates which genre I'll be playing. Like, there'd be an intro for horror games, there'd be an intro for like, RPG games. I don't know, it's a silly idea. But I would really like your guys' opinion on that. Sorry. Anyway. How was it, Kei-chan? So you went to Renaissance House. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right? Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders, stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Little Licky, sounds like a goddamn Pokemon. The Totalmon, that sounds like a Digimon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. Good lord, Raina, you collect way too much. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one? But, so cute. She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So, it's the bigger the better. Just as long as it's big. And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement. Oh god. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement? Yep, I'll keep anything. How cute. Good lord, girl, calm down. So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. Hey, Raina, you know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. I want it. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. Oh, how terrifying. Oh, Rika-chan. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Why did I say Chan at the end of that? Rika-chan had returned. I'm so used to saying it in this goddamn thing. And no fun being called to the staff room. And did you do something? How rude! Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiji-san. Nothing like that, Keiji-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee. Festival? The school cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So, what's this Watanagashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part where you set things adrift in a river is similar. Except we use cotton things, like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. Oh, that sounds oddly interesting. The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up in the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I can smell it already. Good lord, you're making me hungry. That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiji-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be. You're using a lot of big words. How could you tell I was thinking something silly? It was written all over your face. What sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? Reina demonstrated for me. I see. No argument here. There's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day. I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition. The Onikakushi 4-demon firefight. Huh? That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Reina looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it. Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh, this is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities. Exactly. We show the full extent of the abilities that the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. Is it like a death match or something? But last year, the mayor got angry. So we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically, we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things, so they make sense. It's always the short, small one that seems to be the smartest. I see. So we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Reina was right. Of course there would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. But it's lots of fun. That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay. Our voices rang out in unison. Well, I can't multiply my voice by 4 or 5, so I can't really do that for all of them. When there's lots of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again. We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing. Great, this ought to be fun. I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them. Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Is this another new card game? Oh, never mind. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. Okay, so it's... oh god, what was that? There was a card game I used to play like that. I can't remember what it was called. I'm an idiot. The basic rules: play a better card than the one before. Oh, that actually sounds easy. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar rules, Satoko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's president, and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now. But that wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Oh, that seemed like it'd actually be interesting. Oh ho ho! I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it. Huh? It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Just don't lose. Don't you know best? Oh ho! Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. That sounds like it'd actually be a good game to try out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you'd draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. That's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty and the corner of the slip was folded. I see. Just in case you lost, you grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolic as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't understand her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Reina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Reina. Just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Reina was quite brutal even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either. I was doing so good then I fucked up there. I agree with that. I'm very curious what Reina's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Kind of scared to hear what hers are. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Reina and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Reina genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this 3, and I'm out. 9. Nobody? 8? 7? I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one, and I'm out. So it's left to me and Mion. Bah! I missed my chance. The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today, I could win. Now then. Mi-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay? Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Huh? Reina was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head. Hey, wait. How is this bad? Keiji-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it. Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. Ooh, that would be bad. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be? The principal is a martial arts master. Oh. He boasts about traveling around the world perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. He was inhuman? Pet that guy's head? Oh. As the club president, there is no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Oh, yeah! She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. Good lord, this principal sounds badass. I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Whoa! Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Boof, pow, swat, sashing, kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab, strong, fierce combo. He's even using meteor. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo. Holy shit, is she okay? I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood now why there were no delinquents at the school. Holy shit, is she okay? After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us.
Petted. Is that good enough?
Mion said before collapsing. And she's done.
She's alive at least. Now we can continue the game.
Monster! I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that.
But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right?
Reina tried to lighten the mood, and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now.
I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours.
That scares me. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. Became bizarre, yeah. I could tell the game had gotten more intense.
Ace, 3, 4, 5, I'm out. I'm out as well.
I'm out too.
3, I am now out.
Oh, so Reina's the other one.
I lost.
And the heavens chose to vanquish Reina.
What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder?
She seems to repeat herself quite a lot. It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so, the penalty she drew out with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid.
Huh? What is this? This one, what do I need to do? So, basically it means that you have to use the same expressions as a maid. Oh, okay, master.
Oh, good lord. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Fuck. Oh, lord. Then, Reina, can you shuffle the cards and deal?
Yes, master.
I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Reina?
Yes, master.
The eagerness to which I was goading Reina into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Good lord, dude.
Oh yeah,
I won't lose anymore. I'm out.
I shan't lose either. I'm out.
Then with that, I'm out too.
I can't believe it. Is it Reina's loss again?
Reina again? What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your butt. Do I need to censor this? That's just indecent! Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. And who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. What the hell? A Nobel Prize, goddammit.
That would be an Ig Nobel Prize.
Not good, not good. What was I thinking about was written on my face?
John.
Reina begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already.
Nope, we'll go easy on you.
You lost, so take it like a man. But that's a girl.
Understood, master. I'll undress.
Wait, what? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Don't show it. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground sending my heart racing.
Is this fine, master?
I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, you need to be ruthless after all. Oh, okay. She's wearing her normal outfit.
Keiji-san, whatever were you expecting?
Certainly we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Sadako poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Good lord, I had a heart attack. I thought I'd have to censor this. I mean, I may have to censor it later, but I don't know.
Not bad, Keiji-chan. This old man never even thought you would go after her like that.
You've got it all wrong. I didn't write that one.
The master didn't write this one?
Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for her trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head, calm down, and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this, and the answer was quite simple. I win! I then became a god. What the hell? I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, who would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business. How can my luck of the draw be so bad? Sadako lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister. Oh.
Fine, Oni-chan. Yes! The pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself.
This old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's school swimsuit.
No! That's the ones I wanted Kei-chan to get.
Ew! Yes! Mion's despair was like sweet honey.
Master, I lost again.
Reina lost. I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap. What the hell? Dude, I don't care if you're playing the fucking game. Go away. Go away. Go away. Thank you.
But Master...
Oh god. Reina lost. I'll draw...
In this outfit, Master?
Yeah. She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs.
Oni-chan, you're too good.
Satsuko lost again. I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a good shoulder massage? Fine, Chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. I think he was laughing, I couldn't tell. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. It felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind, and even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Reina, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Satoko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mian was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit.
Today's Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Please refrain from moving your head around so much.
I began to think, why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams?
What is it, Keiichi?
I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last.
Keiichi is quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough.
I know that very well, but how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now.
Eek! Master, please refrain from moving your head around. Eek! You say you wouldn't mind dying. Then, that can be arranged.
Rika-chan said in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Whoa! Holy shit! Did not expect that. Take him out. Go, Rika-chan, go. Holy fuck, I was not expecting that.
Go, Rika.
Oh my god, she's actually got the fucking collar on. What the hell? Take out this, defeat this archdevil of perversion. Oh, at least that guy. Okay, that got away. Thank you.
I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him.
Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. Going into my friggin' demon persona there for a moment. Fuck it. I saw Mio swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that?
2. Ace, ace, ace. 8, 8, 8, 8, reversing.
Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The four of them have all allied against me. That's it. You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal.
What? How could such a thing be?
Satsuko let out a shriek. You simpletons. Using up all of her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after.
I lost.
Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. What? Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. Even the penalties were as I wished. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. Holy artifacts? What the fuck? It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Oh my god, you're fucking adorable. Ugh, this was so... Oh, I feel like I had become Reina. This was definitely cute.
Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? I want to take her home.
That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Reina.
You.
As Rika-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Reina's ears with an audible poof.
Rika-chan must take home. Taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange.
Good lord, there's that again. I see, I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm. If Reina must, she can take me home. After Reina-san beats Keiichi-san, she can. They thought that Reina in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I teach them their place. How preposterous that Reina can't defeat me. For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Reina's hands like the machinations of a master magician. In the middle of those flowing cards was Reina's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around.
Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry.
My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. So you're finally gonna draw yourself a card, buddy. Okay, there's that again. I was seriously not expecting that. No play?
Nothing to play, Kei-chan. Then with this, I'm out.
Everyone cheered. I was spent. Phew. I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little.
Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it.
Everyone peeked at it in unison, gazes flipping between the text on my face. All day today I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there?
All.
Huh?
Every penalty up until now.
Oh, my sweet, merciful Lord. Oh. That's gonna fucking suck. Oh, good Lord. Oh, God, I think I just gave myself a heart attack just thinking about all that. What the heck?
Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother?
I guess, Oni-chan.
This is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay?
Yes, master.
Oh, Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again, say it again.
You, please spare me, master. Reina passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. Nice little phrase there.
Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan for me for a good long while, you know.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit.
Huh? This is for girls. Can't I wear the one for boys?
It was clearly written here, wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see.
Satoko was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible is pretty adorable if I do say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I going to wear? If I'm wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right?
This old man doesn't care about what kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think even Kei-chan can fit into it.
The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! Good God, man, you are so fucked. Oh, I feel so bad for you, dude. My first thought is tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was...
Keiichi-kun is bending forward, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat, ears, bell, and tail.
Good lord, this is like horrific torture right now.
Kei-chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look.
I don't want to fucking look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, Master.
Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that.
Then, is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound.
Not yet, Keiji. There's still the first penalty left.
In this get-up? Rika-chan... Oh no. Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Oh no. Sir, excuse me! Yes, please come in. I stepped forward into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty, rubbing the principal's head. Principal, I challenge you. I heard what sounded like a stashing 3 times. His 3-gauge super? I'm dead. The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat... Boof! And in a heartbeat... Oh yeah, I already read that. That tremor resounded through the Hinamizawan twilight. You're fucking dead, dude. I'm just gonna point that out, man. You're fucking dead. Oh, guess what? Story's over. Main character's dead. Bye. Reina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Oh crap, not this shit again.
Man, that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at president.
No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die.
But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too.
Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Oh, Tomotake-san. Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. It was Tomotake-san. I felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So, Tomotake-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl. It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young. Because Tomotake-san let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about without even hearing us his whispering.
I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomotake is quite the catch himself.
Huh? No, that wasn't my intention.
Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya.
Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomotake-san quite well.
How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi?
Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo.
Being a photographer sure is easy.
A photographer, goddammit, I know how to read, I swear.
Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spent all your best years on photography after all.
I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s?
How old are you? What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross.
Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Tomotake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did not look like he was outmatched. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. I'm guessing this next episode that I'll record will be at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomotake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi.
The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen.
So you know Tomotake-san?
Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts. But you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider.
It sounded like you meet him all the time.
Tomotake-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taken pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds. But, well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about.
The image Mion painted of Tomotake-san was fairly unique. The Tomotake-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask,
Why do you say that?
It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident, the dismemberment.
Oh, you too? If so, you've got good instincts, Kei-chan.
She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion.
Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man.
Mion was posturing pretentiously, but had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomotake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk.
What is it, Kei-chan?
It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good.
Well, what's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan?
We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Reina's doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now.
She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner.
It'd be great if she's able to take her home.
I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah, I feel the same. That head-petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan.
I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan, after all.
Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. Is that it? Oh, so this was another nice episode. Awesome. I think. Was that it?
Hey, that was it.
Huh. Community notice. Achievement unlocked. A fate worse than death. That's funny. Well, let's go ahead and check out the new tips. Alright, what we got here? We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watsunagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. 1. Collecting bazaar goods. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of XX goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management, Makino, Tel, XXXXX. Number 2. Recruiting Little Festival Drum Dancers. The renowned Little Festival Drum Dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society, is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi, Tel, XXX. Number 3. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded with a refreshment dance ticket. Management, Sonozaki, Tel XXX. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at blank time. There was a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. Interesting. Oh. This was actually another calm, nice episode. Awesome. I'm actually starting to like this. I'm not entirely sure why people were telling me that this is supposed to be, like, extremely scary or something. I mean, maybe... Okay, yeah, it's getting a little scary. It was a little scary when it was talking about the dismemberment and all that. But I don't know. I'm actually really liking this. It seems like it's just a really nice story. Oh, well. You know, like, what was it, like, the ends of, like, these two chapters? Had, like, little scary moments in it, but I'm really liking it. I might do more like this. It's even nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and do another little quick save here. Anyway, if you guys like what you're doing, I mean, if you guys like what I'm doing, please tell me. I mean, I'm actually having fun reading this. I'm kind of upset that I didn't continue reading this last time. I looked on Steam, apparently there's also a chapter 2 to this, so I might be able to read that one next too. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and leave this here, and if you guys like what you see, please let me know. So, thank you guys so much for, well, not much watching, thank you guys so much for listening. This is actually a very funny chapter. And I will see you guys in the next video.